Perfect. Howdy y'all, and welcome back to yet another week in Destiny. I'm hanging out with my boy here. He's a frame. He guides ships in. He's pretty cool. Pretty interesting. That's a nice ghost ship, buddy. I'm gonna have to go now. Sorry, bud. I gotta show the people their stuff. You'll understand. Let's head on over to our Eververse vendor and see what we have this week to buy.
Take a look.
Let's first off check our prismatic matrix. We have the s'more emote. It's a thing. It's pretty good. Works pretty well with the table emote. Got a fire. Roast your s'mores. You're golden. Just like that s'more right there. Mwah, yeah. Then we have the Saros Chrome. This is a weapon ornament for your Saros regime, making it look pretty nice. In all honesty, actually, this is really cool. I need to get that. Then we have our armor pieces of the week. We have the hunter boots, I should say, the Titan chest piece, and the warlock legs. If you like the Eververse armor, then these are here for you. We have the Aim is True ornament for the no turning back. This is a pretty nice weapon ornament, actually. I should probably try to get this as well. Cause ooh, that red and gold, it looks pretty nice. Then on down here we have the Vega Wave Sparrow. Looks pretty nice. I want to say that's trying to be the Vanguard logo, but just kind of weirdly stretched. I don't know what that is. That's strange. But it's here if you want it. Then on down here we have the Where I Belong Sparrow. This is another sparrow with a spear on the front. And Bungie, please, could we spear things with this? That'd be great, thanks. Then moving on down, we have the Technical Meltdown. This is a legendary ship, one of the butterflies, and it's here if you want it. Then we have the Oh Snap emote. You don't want to mess with that person. Or maybe you do. You probably do. But that's your prismatic matrix for this week. And I can see we have a new bundle this time, or for this week. The Form Given Function bundle. You get your 3 etched engrams as per usual. The Saros Chrome ornament, so I take it this is maybe a new ornament that just came out. And the Past Earth Transmat effect. Pretty neat. Get a little triangle to jump out of. Anyways, let's move on down. We have the Let's Chat emote. Look, we have to talk about the Queen Breaker. But maybe another time. We have the Dancy Dance emote, which is pretty good, if you want it. Oh man, he started getting into it, but I backed out. We have the Juliet Windy Sparrow. Pretty nice looking sparrow with a pretty nice default shader. I don't know which shader that is exactly. That's a pretty nice default shader. So if you need a good looking sparrow, there's your sparrow right there. Then we have the Speed Punk Sparrow. More of the classic design for sparrows, with a few added flares. Looks pretty nice, and if you're a fan of this design, well, this sparrow is certainly here for you. Then we have the Cautious Optimism ship, one of the butterfly ships. If you like this design, certainly here. The Jade Worm, oh my gosh. That is Jade Worm. Yeah, I got that right. And that, I believe... Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. 44. I believe, yeah, because it's like L minus 10 L is 50. Yeah, that's 44. That's totally 44. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's 44, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, this is a pretty nice ship right here. Honestly, one of the, at least in my opinion, one of the better ship designs. I don't know if this ship in particular. Ooh, that actually does look kind of nice. I like this ship design, and it's just pretty nice. If you need a cool looking ship, this is certainly here for you. Moving on over, we have the Sanctum Plate Ghost Shell. Just a pretty nice looking ghost shell. Kind of looks like it's made out of crystal. Does that carry over to other shaders? Oh, that's just unaffected, I see. Pretty cool looking shell. And it's here if you want it. Then we have the classic Titan shell. I will say there is nothing wrong with these ghost shells. The Titan, the Warlock, or the Hunter ghost shell. Because these are just simple little ghost shells which look great, and they have a nice little logo on them. Like, that looks so good. Like, let's go back to default. That looks so good. If you somehow don't have this, I feel like they give you your ghost shell whenever you like finish leveling a character. I could be wrong. Like, it's just pretty nice. I feel like you should have this because it looks good. Then our armor piece of the week is the helmet for all classes. Medallion, medallion, medallion. Then we have the Hake History Polish shader. Gives you a nice little tan, orange, and a little blue snuck in there. Doesn't look the best on armor, but it does look pretty neat on weapons if I could zoom in on that. But I can't without blowing the resolution out of proportion. Trust me, it looks pretty nice on weapons. Then the Mars Sunset. This is an interesting shader. Actually doesn't look half bad here. If I had a weapon to show it on, you can kind of see it here. It has like a pattern it puts on the weapon. Let me actually see it, because I want to show this off, because it does have a pattern to it. I know not many shaders have patterns, but this shader in particular has a pattern to it. Oh, I don't have... Give me a second. Here we go. Here's my shattering bone with this shader on it. Yeah, it has this like weird... I don't know what to call that. Like polygon shader? Just geometry type pattern on it. It looks pretty neat, I think, but I know it's probably not for everyone. It's certainly here if you want to pick it up, and it's certainly one of the more unique shaders. So, you know, maybe give it a try. Maybe you'll like it. Then we have the yellow class insignia transmat effect. Ooh, ah. And the reflection effects. Ooh, ah, ooh. I forgot it did the little like side things. That's neat. Then we have the Kingmaker ornament for the Queen Breaker. It's a weird name. Honestly, a pretty neat ornament. Kind of gives it a little junker feel to it. It actually kind of reminds me of oh, I don't remember the name of the game. The oh, what is it? Recore. That's the name of it. Recore. That game. Was an Xbox game that came out like 2 years ago. Kind of has that feel. Just kind of a junker look. Looks pretty neat. It's here if you want it. Then the Callus's Promise ornament for the... What is this called again? The Skyburner's Oath. That's it. Yeah, that gun that some people might use. Mainly Warlocks. It's here if you want it. Looks pretty neat. I'm gonna have to pick that up. I already have it. No, I don't. Well, it's here if you want it. It looks pretty neat. But that's gonna do it for your Eververse store. Let's head on over to Hawthorne. Your raid challenges for this week. We have the Strength of Memory challenge. This is your last wish challenge for the Riven encounter. Now, unfortunately, as I'm sure most people are probably just doing the cheese, you just kind of need to pick this up and you'll do it. What the actual challenge is for anyone who isn't cheesing it, which I would hope people wouldn't cheese this, but hey, people cheese in this game. It happens. The actual challenge is each phase, whenever you're going up the levels and finally get to the top level where you have to shoot the eyes, pretty much each phase you cannot shoot the same eye twice. So let's say you're on the bottom level, you shoot L1. You cannot shoot L1 for the rest of that phase. So you shoot it on the bottom level, you go up to the top level. You cannot shoot L1, or not the top level, the second level. You cannot shoot L1 on that second level. You'll shoot another eye. Let's say you shoot L1, then maybe R1. Now you've shot both of those, so you get up to the top level. For that top level, when you have to shoot all 6 of the eyes, you, specifically the person that shot those eyes, you can't shoot L1 or R1 again until you DPS Riven, shoot all 6 eyes, and then reset for another phase. Once that next phase starts, everything is wiped clean and you can shoot whatever eye you want again. But then you have to also remember what eyes you've shot on that phase for that phase specifically. So again, if unfortunately most people are probably going to cheese it and won't even know what the challenge is, but if you are doing this legitimately, then that is your challenge for Last Wish. Let's move on over to your Scourge of the Past challenge. We have To Each Their Own. This is the boss encounter second phase. So whenever the mech is out of the ground and walking around shooting its death cannons everywhere. For this challenge, each person in the fire team, there you have 6 guardians and you have 6 shield generators on the mech. Each person has to take out 1 shield generator every time those things come back up. So you can't have the 2 people that would normally be shooting out the little shields. Each person in the fire team has to destroy 1 apiece per phase. So certainly not an impossible task, certainly not too hard, but it is different. And, you'll have to figure out a way of working around how you'd normally do the fight. But those are your 2 raid challenges for this week. Let's head on over to the Drifter to see what your Gambit challenge is. Your Gambit challenge for this week is Might of the Challenger Traveler. Earn points by casting supers, defeating enemies with supers, and creating orbs of light. So essentially, play the game, cast your super, defeat things with your super, and make orbs. I believe this also I could be wrong here, do not quote me on this, but I believe it also counts orbs you create with masterwork weapons. So that's certainly not going to speed up the process, but I'm sure it'll help a little. Now let's head on down to the basement and see what our friend Ada1 has for us. Your powerful weapon frames for this week are the powerful sniper rifle frame. Why can I not talk today? This is going to give you the Tartara Gaze sniper, which is all around just a pretty solid sniper, so I'd recommend if you're looking for a nice sniper, both for PvE and probably PvP to a lesser extent, then this is certainly a good sniper to pick up and try to work into your loadout. Then we have the powerful auto rifle frame. This is going to give you the ringing nail assault or auto rifle. This is an energy auto rifle, I believe in the precision frame family, so the is it 600? No, the 450 RPM family of auto rifles. This is just a solid auto rifle. If you like auto rifles or you need just a generally solid gun, go ahead and pick this up because it is going to serve you well, trust me. Then we have the powerful machine gun frame, which is going to give you the hammerhead. This is one of our 2 available LMGs. And it is the only currently available legendary LMG, so that's already got it. It already has that going for it. Plus, in general, it's just a I cannot talk today. It's a pretty solid gun, so if you can't think of what kind of weapon you want to run in your heavy slot, then you would not be wrong in picking this, because it is a pretty solid weapon. And your nightfalls for this week are a garden world. This is going to give you the exotic ship universal wave function. And as I always say, if you're the type of person to grind out a nightfall for a cosmetic item, this would be one of the better ones to do it for, because this ship just looks pretty neat. Your second nightfall is Savathun's Song. This is going to give you the duty-bound legendary auto rifle. This auto rifle has a fixed roll. It will not roll with any other perks than the ones it comes with defaultly. But that does not make it bad. It's pretty solid as is. So if you want to grind this one out, you would not be wrong in doing so, because this is a pretty solid auto rifle. And your third and final nightfall is Will of the Thousands. This is going to give you the Worm God Incarnation legendary transmat effect. Now, again, this is on the same line of the ship, same lines as the ship. If you want to grind out a nightfall for a cosmetic effect, then well, this is certainly here for you if you want to try to get this. And your flashpoint for the week is on Mars. So come on by and give everyone's favorite scientific girl a high five as you pass on by, and come get your powerful engram. Ah, don't you just love machinery and the architecture of it? Oh, wait. That's not why you are here? Oh. Dang it! Your spider bounty for this week is the Silent Fang. So let's go ahead and grab that, and let's head on down into the Lost Sector. As per usual, you're going to come on down in here, and you should find the old Lost Sector boss. He's out of a job now. He's been kicked out. He's really weak. You know? He can't hold up the base. Can't defend it, so they fired him. They replaced him. They replaced him with a Fallen, which is weird. But anyways, just go ahead and get on through here and get on down to the boss room. What is with all the get downs in here? You should find one of these little shield generators. They're protected by this little white shield thing. And all you have to do is kill those explosive shanks, grab a thing, and then press your grenade button to throw out the bomb. Now, in this Lost Sector specifically, you can get 2 grenades right here. And all you have to do, take one and boom, you're already at damage phase. Actually, what? Okay, that worked last time. I swear it did. But anyways, so you're gonna be in here. He is vulnerable. You lied to me! Ow. You trickster. Okay, now he's invulnerable. So, gonna get in here, you're gonna find yourself an invulnerable captain. And all you're gonna do is just start killing stuff. Because you definitely don't want to have multiple odds, especially if they're explodey dudes. Gonna pretty much rinse and repeat what you did in the beginning. And just continue to do that until he is dead. Now, I've noticed these bombs don't seem to despawn. If they do, they don't have a visible timer. So, you can kind of just double dip off of a single wave of the explodey shanks, I mean. So you can just get like 2 damage phases out of this. If you just throw one, then let him go back to being invulnerable, and then grab the second one and destroy another shield generator. So it is totally possible to just double dip off of one set of explodey shanks. And now he's invulnerable again, and just wait till the next set spawns. You probably want to be sure to kill most ads. I think I already said this, but just reiterating, because in a small space like this, especially when explodey shanks are spawning, it can get a little hectic. And those explodey shanks don't care if you're weak. They won't back off. They'll just be like, hey, what up? And you're dead. So I do believe that is all. I'm actually just going to kill him right here. Yeah. So you kill him outright, and boom, you got your bounty complete. Well then. Now, it didn't happen in this instance. I guess I probably should have tried showing it, but oh, there is actually the servitor. If you do end up destroying all of those shield generators, and the boss is yet to die, no more shield generators will spawn. What will happen is these servitors, like not that dude, like that guy down there will start spawning, and he will have the same shield as the shield generators around him. So they're just that white like blob shield around him, and he's going to be invulnerable just like the captain and the shield generators. So all you're gonna have to do is grab one of these bombs again, and you just end up throwing it at the servitor. And let me just reiterate, you can yeet these things. Like, you see that door over there? Yeet! Like, it'll make it over there. You can throw these things pretty far. So don't be scared to, you know, maybe throw a few Kobe's or a few yeets around, because you can do it, trust me. But anyways, that's going to be it for this week. I have been your host, Sci-Fi, and I will see y'all next time.